before you copy a design and paste it on your space, think about this. Hey design lovers, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about simple interior design mistakes that people make when designing their home. One simple mistake that people make when designing their home is trying to make the home look trendy. You see a particular space on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and the likes, and you like it, and you're like, oh, I want this in my space, I want this in my space. But you have not stopped to think about if this space is going to work, if this design is going to work in your space. Just as you see dresses on people online, and then you give your tailor to make the dress for you, and you start seeing what I ordered versus what I got, and it is not aligning. That is also how it is in interior design. So it is not every design that you see online that you copy and bring it to your home, because sometimes our homes are different and they should be designed accordingly, not just about what you see online, what you see on Pinterest, what you see on Instagram and Facebook. No, you should ask yourself, design your home for yourself, not based on what you see online. There is nothing wrong with getting inspired by trends online. There is nothing wrong with that. Getting inspired by certain trends or certain colors or design or anything. There's nothing wrong with getting inspired by that. The problem is copying what you see and bringing it directly into your own space simply because it is popular. Guys, because it is popular. No, your space, this is your own place. It should be designed according to your personality. You can get inspired by probably this person's home online that you saw on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, or the likes. But when you are bringing it into your space, let it be an inspiration. Let it not be a copy and paste, because sometimes you cannot replicate what you see outside into your own house, because they are not the same layout, like the building layout. They are not the same. Do you get? So sometimes that's why sometimes when you do these things, at the end of the day, you start seeing some loopholes. You start seeing some things that are not even adding up, and you'll be angry, you'll be dragging your designer. Meanwhile, it is not their fault. It was the design. The design does not fit into that space. Maybe you can take one or few things or get some inspiration from there, but not copying everything from A to Z. For instance, floated panels. Everybody now is using floated panels, floated panels. Do you know that there are other ways you can design your focal walls in your living room? There are other ways without even using floated panels. There are very nice designs. There are things you can do. And even if you don't want to use floated panel, probably you want to do like a plain wall with your TV on it and your TV console, then go in with a very nice color. That's also fine. Like there are different ways you can actually design a focal point in your living room, like your TV point in your living room, without going in with floated panel, especially this PVC floated panel that we do use. Sometimes it's just like, I mean, it can work for some spaces, yeah, it's not bad, but not all spaces. Another one is curved furniture. Guys, curved furnitures are not for every space. It is not for every space. Yes, it is not for every space. So you need to understand the line of your home, the layout of your home, to know if curved furniture is going to fit in. Because sometimes you just go in and put curved furniture, meanwhile it's not going to work. Do you get? It's not going to work. It's not going to look nice. And sometimes when you go in with curved furniture, what about your center table? You go and do square. I'm not saying it's bad though. You design your own based on what you want. But if you want something that is going to look very nice and beautiful, we should actually follow the rules. Because sometimes we disturb the balance with doing things that we maybe you saw a curved furniture in somebody's house and you're like, this particular one, that is one that I want, and you have not even checked if okay, this one is it going to fit the layout of my house. So curved furnitures are really very nice. This fluted furniture, I love it too, but mainly therefore I like them for small spaces, and I like them for spaces that have probably an open space, like spaces that have an open space, and then you need space at the back so that people can easily walk at the back. That is where I really love curved furniture. But when I have like a square room, I won't really go in with a curved furniture actually, except probably I want to do something really different and it has to follow a design plan. Another one is micro cements and concrete finishes. There's this ongoing trend, the marble finish, line wash, micro cement, texture finish, because you can afford them. Does not mean that every wall should have a design. They'll put stucco here, put line wash here, put vintage here, put raindrop here. Some designs cannot go with each other. Some designs, when you do some designs, you need a plain wall to complement it. You don't go and add another design again on that place. That's why sometimes when you enter into some place, you see that the designs are conflicting. They are fighting for attention. Meanwhile, you just probably need one or two designs to balance the space. Another one is more moldings. Wall moldings do not work in all these spaces. And it's not every place that wall moldings. Wall moldings are very nice for hallways. Very nice for hallways. And depending on the shape of that hallway, you are going to do that one model according to the shape of that of the hallway or walkway or staircase. Then your living room, not everywhere. Like I really don't like seeing wall models everywhere. Maybe probably at a particular wall, an accent wall, maybe a gallery wall or something, it actually feels better. But not it does not mean that because it works in this space A, that is going to still work in your own space. Do you get? You cannot be bringing too many designs into a space. One molding is already a design on its own. So you cannot do that one molding design on one wall and still go to another wall again and do another complicated design on it. Lastly, I'll talk about some certain color combinations. Some colors don't actually blend. Yes, some colors don't actually blend. See, let me tell you something. If you are struggling with choosing color for your home, just go with a very light shade. Just go with white. Because with white, you can bring in two or two colors, two or three colors, and you're good. Do you get? You can bring in two or three colors and you're good. But some color combinations do not actually work. They don't go together. Like they're not in the same place. Especially when you are going for a very sharp color, like too sharp color. You can't put too sharp color in a place. If you're using a sharp color, maybe a color that is announcing, then the other elements you're putting in that room, let the colors be calmer. So that it's going to be calming the weight of the sharp color. I don't know if that is making sense. So that's what I feel. So you don't use too sharp color, like too sharp color in the space. It's going to feel too overwhelming. But when you go in with a sharp color, maybe like 60% sharp color, and then you go in with calm colors, 30% calm colors. Every other color you are going to add, let it be calm and let it complement with that sharp color so that it's not going to feel too overwhelming in that space. That's why I said if you don't know the color to use, just go with white. Or maybe calm shades of other color, very light shade of other color, very light. Then you can bring in other color and it's going to complement and it's going to blend for you. The mistake always lies in thinking because it works for customer A, therefore it's going to work for customer B. It won't. When you follow trends, your home can lose its personality. Like I've always said, your home should always reflect you. Your home should be designed for you. and the users of that space. Every home should first of all function first before thinking about the aesthetics that will go into that space. When you pick inspirations from Pinterest and the likes, and you just go and copy it and paste it in your house, it's going to look like a Pinterest board. It's just going to look like a printed Pinterest board, or probably just going to look like a showroom. But one thing that is actually going to make you feel good and fulfilled, even for a long time, it is when your home have elements that reflects your personality. Things that is always going to bring out this excitement in you and always help you to appreciate the pieces, the arts, the elements that are in your space and the colors that are in your space. You're not designing your home for today. You are designing that space for the future, because this is the space where you are going to sit and be productive. And if you're not in a space that actually harmonizes your thoughts and balances your thoughts on your put your head together, you are going to not be productive. It's not going to help you to be productive. You are going to constantly feel lost. You won't be able to focus or concentrate. This brings me to, before you copy a design and paste it on your space, think about this. One, the size of your room, the ceiling height, natural lighting, existing finishes on that space, the furniture size, the house layout, and proportion. Don't forget the function of the space. Following trends can make you spend money unnecessarily, because you can go to buying a furniture that you really like, bringing it into the space, and then having to change it. Installing a curtain that wouldn't work for your space. Going with a flooring that wouldn't work with your space. Or electrical changes that doesn't match with the lighting of your space. Probably you went to buy a rug that doesn't fit the design, and after laying the rug, your house is now looking like what you don't understand. So that is why you actually need to go through your design plan and understand if this will actually work for you. Don't just see everything you see online. You're saving it. You're saving the picture. I like this one. I like that one. I like this one. And you've not sat down to think about how this would actually look. Try and visualize it and see how it looks in your head. Is it something that fits your personality and the people that is going to use the space? I would also want to talk about the difference between timeless design and trendy design. When you're creating a timeless design, it's something that over time it still retains its value. But trendy designs does not retain value over time, because in the space of 5 years or 3 years, that design is going to go out. And then another trend is going to come up. Do you get? So if you're designing with trends, you're not going to have a language. You're not going to have a design pattern. You're not going to be known for anything. But when you have a design language, when you have a design pattern, when someone walks into your space, they already know this thing is looking like what so person designed, or this is looking like this so person's house. I know this house. This house, they'll be like, moving. I know this is your house. Immediately I step into this house, I knew this was their house. You never disappoint, because they know you for using timeless pieces, designing your house with good and sustainable material. Sometimes people hear, is this new material? It's cheap, it's very this, it's very that, and you rush, piam piam, you pack it, go and install it. Few years later, another new design will still come out. Another new material will still come out. You hear, it's working, is this, is that, you rush, pack it, change the one you put in your house, put another one again. You will just be, this is your home. Allow it to breathe. One great tip is permanent fixtures, permanent elements should be left timeless. Your kitchen finishes, built-in cabinets, flooring, major furnitures, and wall finishes, as well as ceiling designs, should be left timeless. Use trending decors or trending designs for the following: throw pillows, artwork, small accent pieces, accessories, some lightning pieces, and soft furnishing. Simply put, you can use trends in your styling. Not like a user in everything. No. There are some pieces that you bring into your homes that they should be timeless because it is a statement pieces. And then there are other pieces that you can bring into your homes that maybe over time you can just be changing it. Easier to adjust because the cost of changing them are not so much. When design changes, you don't have to change your whole space. Don't follow trends. Get the inspiration, but design your home to suit your personality. Come to the end of today's topic, and I hope you're able to learn one or two things, and I hope you're able to actually apply it when you're designing your home or when you're designing your home for when you're designing a home for somebody. If you like what I do here, click the link below, subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure you like. Thank you.